Right, so not the reason why I was here, but I visited Okachimachi. It's like the Hatton Garden of Tokyo, and I was just walking around with my GoPro one morning. It's like 7:15 in the morning, I think. I like filming people on crossings. It's just my thing. So yeah, this is it. Very tacky plastic cheap signs everywhere. It's where, coming from London, yeah, when you live there for years, or even just live there even a short time, you start to take for granted all the big beautiful buildings. Like, you walk around Hatton Garden and just look up, a lot of the buildings are actually really nice old buildings. So it's always a bit shocking when you go to other countries, especially city centres and really big economy developed countries. You go to city centres and they just look like this, just tat. So yeah, I'm always judging where I am compared to London. London is always amazing, really, compared to a lot of cities. So yeah, this is the first place I looked at. I mean, I was genuinely looking at the window. I did actually sort of forget about my camera for a sec. But yeah, there were some like big nice stones in here, and everything looked like kind of CAD made the cheap, easy way. But some of the stones are quite nice in there. It's just a bit unusual as well, seeing big stone stuff in Japan, so I gave it a bit of my time looking in here. I am a bit nervous of filming in people's shops as well. I think people don't like it. Well, I guess they wouldn't like it, so I'm trying to be a bit discreet about what I'm up to. But again, I was just walking through in the morning on the way to Asakusa. I went to Sensiji, an old temple. Like, it was Tokyo's first temple. I was on my way there. I wanted to go early before I got too busy. So yeah, looking around, a lot of people queuing to go in there. I don't know why it's not playing. GoPro, yeah, really good picture quality and stuff, but it don't work that well. Keeps pausing, sound keeps cutting out. Don't know what's wrong with it. It was hot already, even like half seven in the morning. This place on the left, was it here? Yeah, he had loads of like beads and stuff. I went in there, yeah, that guy, I spoke to him. I had a piece of coral. I don't know where I got it from. I can't remember buying it really. I wasn't sure if it was like fake coral or real coral. And yeah, I showed it to him. He's like, oh yeah, it's like Okinawa. He showed me like Okinawan coral, and it looked just the same. So I agreed that's what it was. I actually don't like coral in jewellery. I think coral should just be in the sea, living its life. I don't like how it gets ripped out and turned into things that people wear. So yeah, the usual. I mean, this is earlier. These are all shops. I imagine they're all going to be open later, unless they're vacant for new people. But yeah, apparently my wife's had a really busy area, so I was so early, wasn't around. There's like leather jackets and like t-shirts and just little knick-knack things. This place, at first glance, seemed to have some quite special stuff, but I was looking at the boxes and seeing what it said on them. A lot of them were just completely wrong. Like, completely. There's one that said green tourmaline. There was never a green tourmaline. I don't know what it was. It wasn't green tourmaline. And there's other stuff as well. It would just say like blue sapphire, and there's like a yellow stone in there. So what's going on with the labelling? So the guy was like setting up and keeping an eye on me. Being a foreigner, I'm not going to say Japanese are racist, but they don't trust you if you're not Japanese looking. So people give me dirty looks walking around with a camera, looking at all their stuff while they're setting up. It is a vulnerable time, especially in London, when you're opening up the shop. You are a bit vulnerable, getting all the stock like in between the safe and locked away in display cabinets. we were really strict on not letting customers in, and it's a little bit awkward. You've got people who you know personally, they've spent literally tens of thousands of pounds with you, and you just got to say no to them because they want to come in, because they just want something cleaning quickly or something. We've got all the stock out in the shop, and then you want us to start like opening the security doors and stuff. It's a bit of a liability. That's when the robbers run in. They put a knife to the customer's throat, and then they run in the shop and then demand you give them some jewellery. Happy days. That's what you got to deal with living in London, being a jeweller in London. Ueno, this is like the nearest big train station. If you want to look at a map and you're thinking of visiting here yourself, Ueno Okachimachi is the specific area. And the guy who helps me out with some setting out here, he's from Yamanashi, I think he said. He reckons 70% of the jewellers here are from Yamanashi. It's like, this is the jewellery quarter, the known jewellery quarter in Tokyo, but actually the jewellers come from Yamanashi. It's another part of Japan where it's like you become a jeweller, you train up and learn the craft, and then you move here in Tokyo and then set up your business. That seems to be what's happening. Again, you might think it's a bit of a crappy video for being a YouTube jeweller. I'm not going in and speaking to people and checking out stock closely. I'm just walking through. I'm on my way to somewhere else. Wasn't really that interested. I had my bit of coral with me to find out about, but apart from that, it's a bit like if you go to Hatton Garden, you can walk around. You'll see stuff for sale in shops and stuff. But actual like really nice handmade things, there's not a lot you can see on display. I'm sure a lot of nice stuff gets made there, and a lot of stuff going on, but it's all behind closed doors. There's all like secret workshops at the back of these big buildings or on the top floor or something. You can't just walk around Hatton Garden and see loads of amazing stuff. It's like a working area. It's not really a tourist area, and there's loads of jewellers you can go in, but it's all, to me, I could be wrong, I've been there for a few years, I would just see a lot of stuff that I don't really find interesting. It's not like really high-level handmade stuff. It's all just commodity jewellery is what I call it. Just made, it might be some nice stones, but just made as cheap as possible, as fast as possible. Just bang it out, get it in the shop window, get it sold, that kind of stuff. Most of Hatton Garden is like that, in my opinion. My video's not playing anymore. Here we go. It's like fake, old, vintagey looking t-shirts. I saw that on Kraftwerk. I was like, oh yeah, I used to have a Kraftwerk CD. This is like German 80s, like, it would have been underground kind of like music, but it's actually quite well known. I had a quick look in here, look at the Zippos. I handmade that Zippo in a previous video, so I want to see what else they do with them. Oh, okay, that was it. So yeah, I was walking straight down there. There was a few more, like, I saw big like buildings with diamonds. There might be like diamond dealer places, but there was no more like jewelers shops down there. But it seemed the jewellery area did extend beyond that little shopping area I just was. And yeah, like I say, I've done this my whole life. When I go abroad, I like taking photos of like just people crossing. I don't know what it is. You just get a shot of like just people like walking. Just amuses me a little bit. But now I've got the video camera. I just walk around with a video camera. A GoPro, it is good, I guess. It's quite small. You can hold it without putting people feeling like you're putting a camera in their face. I wouldn't want someone to stop me on the street, put a camera in my face, to ask me questions. I don't do it to anyone else. So you'll never see me, even though I'm a YouTuber, I'm in Japan, I've got opportunities to share some interesting stuff to the world. I'll never do it. I don't want to do that to people. This is the end, I think. Okay, there you go. Thanks for watching.